Greetings, humans. I decided that I should make a little lecture video, and it's because my friend Mimi, or Mylene Chin, she kind of joked on one of my posts about carrying fermentation facilities on my bicycle, which is funny because, of course, I'm always fermenting. And also, I have taught fermentation to university students, graduate students of all sorts. And, it occurred to me, though, I never really thought about making a street food version. So I want to show you some tips. First of all, as I lectured in my fermentation class for beer and wine making, or even fuel ethanol production, people don't get the fact that Saccharomyces cerevisiae is such a fast-growing yeast that it's really easy to maintain a pure culture. Sterility is not that important. It's more like how fast you can make it hum, because it'll outgrow everything. But also, when I'm making beer, when I'm making wine, I usually make a dark red, and I like to go to a supply, fermentation supply store, and I prefer to buy the Burgundy yeast because it can handle the highest tolerance of alcohol. If I'm making beer, I actually kind of like to get the Carlsberg yeast because just historically, it's the original yeast that was discovered and purified, and it makes a really good beer. But you don't need to even go buy bread yeast, okay? One of the things that I have recently been interested in is the fact that I carry around a lot of vegetables, and the vegetables I slice, and if you slice a beet, any of the sugar-type vegetables, sugar-containing vegetables, if you slice a beet in half, the surface will be coated at room temperature, or in the hot summer, will be coated with a layer. You'll see a fungus growing on there. Well, actually, it's Saccharomyces. And these are baby carrots, okay? So you got baby carrots. All you have to do is hold the baby carrots for a few days. I think I've had these now for a week. And that slime that's on there, all of that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Almost a pure culture. You don't have to do much but buy a bag of baby carrots. Now, you still need to try to control contamination. Well, these apple juices from Publix are $1.97. They're pretty cheap, okay? And there's a lot of good sugar in there. And so, today I bought 2 of them. But you can't keep this kind of juice. I like juice, but in the heat of Florida, it's a 95 heat index of 102. You cannot keep juice without it spoiling unless you ferment it. So I use the plastic to ferment. By the way, I've used glass before, but glass is dangerous because I had one explode in my food bag. So I prefer to use plastic, and you got to make sure you leave the top cracked. But look at all the yeast that I've accumulated in the bottom there. Now, sometimes you want to wash it all out if it looks like there's something else growing, but if you really look carefully, there's nothing in there. That is a pure culture of Saccharomyces. So I don't have to clean that one out, but every once in a while you could get some bleach and clean your bottle out if it gets contaminated with something you don't want. And I kind of like this one, even though it's small, it's a fermentation vessel. It's just a really nice bottle. It's very strong. And so right now the only one I have active right here is half full. So what I'm going to do is I am going to fill these fermenters. I mean, they're all going to be fermenters, and one of these I'm going to put it back in, and in the end I'm probably going to throw away a bottle because I got too many bottles. So let me let you watch me do it. So, this one, for instance, has a lot of yeast in the bottom. So what I'm going to do with it is kind of create a little inoculum that I'll use the others. So I don't want to fill it all the way yet. I want to put a good bit in there. Nice new top there. And shake it. So that there, now I got some yeast, man, that's ready. Okay, this one, I don't think I really need to add any yeast to because it's got plenty of yeast in the bottom. Oh, listen to that. Ooh, see, and it's carbonated, it's quite good. You get the acidity, and even if it turns to vinegar, it's extremely healthy. So there's nothing wrong with having a little bit. Now you can't fill them all the way or they will explode. You want to leave a head space. So I'll fill this one to here. Oh, I like to fill it to the shoulder. Right, the shoulder there, right where it gets thinner. That is going, okay? This one, well actually I want a little bit of inoculum in here because I cleaned this bottle out recently. Because every once in a while I do clean it out, so I want to go ahead and, ideally you want 10% inoculum, so, roughly eyeball it, 10%, okay? So, and then again, you fill it to the shoulder. That's one bottle down. And you can't put the top on all the way. All right, and then last one here. Now I have some fresh apple juice, unless I want to get another bottle. Oh, maybe all right, let's inoculate. Which one had the most inoculum? I think it's this one. Yeah. So, let me give it a once over. And now, here we go. 10%. There. Bang. Alright. So you just watched me for $4. For $4, I just made a gallon of cider, which will be done in this heat. This cider will be done by the end of the day. That's amazing. Simple street food. All right, enjoy. That's my lecture. Bye. Uh-oh, I didn't get it to cut off.